Hey there, everybody. I'm King 5 meteorologist Leah Pezzetti on Sunday, June 28th. Just a couple more days left of June. It's been a pretty pleasant day today. I was out and about in downtown Seattle for the Pride Parade, and it was quite lovely out. There were some clouds, which actually helped keep things on the relatively cooler side. Some sun breaks mixed in, made for some nice beautiful views of our downtown skyline. I want to take a quick, drop a little fun fact for you before we dive too deep into our extended forecast. But if I say June 28th, is there something that you think of? Maybe if I say anniversary, do you think of anything? What if I say 5 years ago? Do you remember where you were 5 years ago? If you figured it out, congratulations. If not, I'll tell you. Do you remember 5 years ago, 2021, was the heat dome? 108 degrees was the reading at SeaTac. That is the all-time warm record, the warmest we've ever been in Seattle. So that was exactly 5 years ago. To this day, 5 years ago, we were all sweltering with that heat wave that melted the Pacific Northwest. Today, though, it's a much different situation. The observation at SeaTac was 68 degrees. Normal for this time of year is 74 degrees. So we were a little bit cooler than normal for this time of year for those daytime highs. Actually, overnight lows were right on track. So thankfully, we are not in that record-breaking triple-digit threshold. We will use that as a memory. But if you remember, yesterday was 104 degrees. That was the record for yesterday's date. So yesterday 104, today 108. Yep, it was a blustery couple of days 5 years ago. Happy anniversary, heat dome. We're thankful you're not here with us this year. As we move forward, gosh, it's the polar opposite of a heat dome. We are staying cooler than normal for a majority of the next couple of days. Temperatures in the 60s is cooler than normal for this time of the year. The average high at SeaTac has officially jumped up to 74 degrees as of today. And as we look forward, we are staying in the 60s, so it is significantly cooler. Here's a look over our Queen Anne camera on this Sunday evening. A really nice view. You see the sun peeking through there, shining over the downtown skyline. A really pleasant day today. We are going to hold on to clouds into our overnight hours. Temperatures cooling into the 50s for your Sunday night. But everybody's seeing really similar conditions. We have some high clouds that are out there in play across the region from the north in Bellingham and Everett all the way down to the south in Tacoma. Cloudy skies are here. It looks like clouds are a little more dense as you head farther to the south. Radar imagery showing that we have a low that is rotating to our east. You see the center of the low right north of Great Falls. So that is cycling some showers into eastern Washington. A closer look at what we're seeing here. I'm introducing satellite as well to show the clouds. We're getting those nice clouds. Eastern Washington, Spokane is getting the rain. We're staying dry for now, though. But as we look forward, we could see a couple of those showers rotate through as we head into our overnight hours. So our mountains could get some light rain overnight tonight as we continue to watch that rain off in eastern Washington and into northern Idaho and Montana as well. This gets you into your Monday morning, 10:30 a.m. here. Clouds, a pretty dense cloud deck in western Washington, could squeeze out a little bit of drizzle, and we're going to keep that rain off to the east as well. So that's the best shot at rain in the northwest, is off in the east. But western Washington, if we see any, it would just be a little bit of drizzle, really nothing significant. And then we'll actually get some sun breaks by the afternoon. So very similar to what we saw on Sunday. Definitely clouds are the dominant feature, but we also could see some sunshine that continues to move in into the afternoon. And Tuesday, it's a similar trend. Clouds to start the morning, a little bit of drizzle possible, maybe some sun breaks by the afternoon. Wednesday, you guessed it, clouds to start the day, a little bit of drizzle, and maybe some sunshine by the afternoon. Do I sound like a broken record? Yeah, that is the pattern that we're going to see here as we move forward. We're also keeping an eye on some blustery wind, especially on the eastern slopes of the Cascades. This is what we're looking at Sunday evening, gusts in the 25 to 35 mile per hour range. So we are keeping an eye on that fire that started in Winthrop this evening. King 5's Bridget Chavez is there on scene. She's on her way right now. I believe she's arriving any moment now. She'll bring us a live report on those evacuations and conditions over there. But what I can tell you is it is windy over there, and that wind is not necessarily calming down. It'll stay breezy into our overnight hours and into tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures for tomorrow, very similar to what we felt today. 60s, maybe a few low 70s observed or expected as we head farther to the south. But overall staying cooler than normal. Same thing into Tuesday, mostly looking at highs in the mid to upper 60s. So we're really kind of stuck in this pattern for the next couple of days. Not a huge amount of change moving forward. Those mid to upper 60s, eventually warming to some 70s by Thursday and into Friday. And it does look like by the weekend, Saturday into Sunday, we will see the sun start to emerge. We'll see temperatures start to warm up. Of course, that is the 4th of July holiday, so it is lovely to report that your 4th of July looks nice. I know, obviously, this is the time of the year when we transition to typically more of a dry pattern, and that does seem to be the case moving forward. And if you are trying to figure out what to do for the 4th of July, you can make those outdoor plans. It looks like it will be a lovely day. Not too hot, not too cold, but we'll have some sunshine. Of course, we'll continue to fine-tune that as we get a little bit closer. It's Sunday today, so we are still a good 6 days out. So we'll fine-tune that as we get closer and models get a clearer picture of what is to come. But general trend that we're seeing right now is sunny and warm by the 4th of July weekend. So we will look forward to that. That is an extended look at your forecast. Thanks for sticking with me. Be sure to stay with the King 5 Weather Team as we continue to bring you the very latest. I hope everybody has a great week.